Welcome back everyone once again to the chapter number 19. Welcome to CMS Digital Classrooms. We are continuing with the unitary method which we have learned about direct variations. Okay, direct variations we have learned wherein it is depend upon it is depends directly proportional, as like if the value will be more then the price will be more. Okay, so it is increasing whenever something increasing where then it will be increase the result also. If we decreasing, result will also decrease. But now in this video we are going to learn about the second exercise of your chapter, which is related to the inverse variation or inverse proportions. Okay, so in inverse variation or inverse proportions we have already discussed slightly about in the previous video also, that what happens in inverse, it is varies inversely. Inversely means suppose inverse variations में क्या होता है, the basic thing is suppose we are taking an example, you are driving a car. Okay, so if you are driving a car with more speed, more is the speed of the car, what will happen? Less will be the time taken. Less is the time taken. तो आप कार को जितना स्पीड से चलाओगे आपका टाइम उतना कम लगेगा. ठीक है, आप कार को जितना स्लो चलाओगे टाइम उतना ज्यादा लगेगा. ठीक है, so whenever the speed is increasing here, speed of the car is more means increasing, then the time is decreasing. When the speed is decreasing, then time is increasing. So these type of variations are called inverse variation. Okay, or inverse proportion. So for example, one more example I am taking, the number of workers. Suppose more are the numbers of workers, the time will take less. For example, I am saying there is, okay, so that example, before that example, so we can take one more examples which we might have learned in science also, that more will be the pressure. कोई भी एक पर्टिकुलर ऑब्जेक्ट में जितना हम लोग प्रेशर इंक्रीज करेंगे उसका वॉल्यूम क्या होगा, डिक्रीज होते जाएगा. ठीक है, तो वॉल्यूम आपका जितना आप प्रेशर जितना उस पर डालोगे उसका वॉल्यूम जो है उस पर्टिकुलर एरिया का डिक्रीज होते जाएगा. राइट, and suppose you are taking an example of real life, which is suppose 36 man finishing a work in 25 days. ठीक है, तो 36 मैन मतलब 36 आदमी मिलके एक काम को खत्म कर रहा है कितना दिन में, 25 दिन में. तो यहाँ पे नंबर ऑफ मैन ज्यादा है और यहाँ पे उस हिसाब से 25 दिन लग रहा है. अगर सपोज यहाँ पे नंबर ऑफ मैन घटा देते हैं, एक आदमी जो है इसी काम को करने के लिए कितना लगेगा, एक आदमी ये काम को करेगा 25 into 36 डेज में. क्यों? क्योंकि अगर सबको एक ही इक्वल अमाउंट में काम करता है तो यहाँ पे 36 आदमी मिलके एक काम को कर रहा है 25 दिन में, तो एक आदमी मिलके अगर करता है तो 25 गुना टाइम उसको लग जाएगा, क्योंकि यहाँ पे 25 दिन का लग रहा है. ठीक है, तो इसी तरह से यहाँ पे नंबर ऑफ वर्कर्स घट गया तो यहाँ पे ये बढ़ गया, वर्किंग डेज बढ़ गया. ठीक है, आप यहाँ पे नंबर ऑफ वर्कर्स अगर बढ़ा दोगे, सपोज मान लो यहाँ पे आप 36 की जगह पे और ज्यादा कर देते हो, ठीक है, डबल कर देते हो, तो वहां पे नंबर ऑफ डेज घट जाएगा. ठीक है, वहां पे नंबर ऑफ डेज रिड्यूस हो जाएगा. सो दिस इज called the inverse variation. Now let's discuss some question related to the inverse variation. So for example, here question number 1 is asking if 48 men can dig a trench in 14 days. 14 days में 48 आदमी जो है वो एक काम कर रहे हैं. So how long will 28 men take to dig the similar trench? Okay, so this type of question is very important for competitive exam also. So you try to understand very nicely that here, as we have learned in inverse proportions, that if the more number of worker, okay, and this much of days is taken, So 48 man is digging a trench in 14 days. Okay, can dig a trench in 14 days. So how many days it will take for one man? So that multiply 14, right? So one man can dig that trench in 14 into 48 days. Okay. So for one we have learned. Now for 28 we have to find. Okay. So therefore 28 man can dig a trench is equal to 14 multiply 48 divided by 28 days. Okay. So 14 2 are 28, 2 24 are 48. So 24 days will be the required answer. Very easily. That for one man you have to find out, and then for 28. Here after seeing the question you have to keep in mind very important thing to check it out. Is it inverse proportion or is it normal one, that is like direct proportions. Okay. So this is the basic concept. This is how you can solve the rest of all questions also. Okay. So let's discuss few more questions.
Now let's discuss about the next question which we have is question number 11. Okay. So question number 11 is asking ki if the thickness of a pile of 16 cardboards is 44 meter. 44 millimeter thickness है कितना कार्डबोर्ड्स का? 16 कार्डबोर्ड्स का. ओके. सो हाउ मेनी कार्डबोर्ड्स विल बी देयर इन पाइल which is 71.5 सेंटीमीटर थिक. ओके. सो इस क्वेश्चन को सॉल्व करने के लिए नंबर ऑफ कार्डबोर्ड हम लोग का कितना है? नंबर ऑफ कार्डबोर्ड्स इन द पाइल्स ऑफ थिकनेस 44 मीटर इज इक्वल टू 6. 44 मीटर में कितना आता है? 16 आता है. ठीक है. तो पहले हम लोग का 1 मिलीमीटर में कितना आएगा ये निकालना है. सो इन 1 मिलीमीटर वी विल हैविंग 16 डिवाइड बाई 44. So 16 divided by 44 will be in 1 millimeter, and after then you have to find for 71.5 centimeter. Okay. So here it is given in centimeter. Okay. So this is the most important thing you have to check because it is asking in 2 units. Okay. So for this much you have to find this, multiply this into 10. Why you have done 10? Because 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeter. So we know 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeters. That is why you have multiplied by 10. Okay. और directly you can write आप ये भी लिख सकते हो 715 भी directly लिख सकते हो. And in this way you can find the answer 260. So 260 cardboard will be there in a pile of thickness 71.5 centimeter. Okay. Next, if we talk about question number 12, question number 12 is asking at a particular time, एक particular time में of a day, एक दिन का a 7 meter high flagstaff cast a shadow with 8.5 meter long. What is the height of the building which cast a shadow 20.5 meters in length at the same moment? Okay. So here the height of the flagstaff given. Okay, at a cast of shadow 8.2 meter is 7 meter. 8.2 meter के टाइम 7 meter हो रहा है. So first you have to find for 1 meter. 1 meter it will be 7 divided by 8.2. Okay, and for 20.5 meter you have to find. Then we will multiply. For 20.5 meter it will be 7 divided by 8.2 multiply 20.5 meter. So this is how after solving this you will get 17.5 meter. Okay. So now let's discuss about question number 13. Question number 13 we have is number of question number 13 is asking 15 men can be build a 16.25 meter long wall up to a certain height in one day. एक दिन में 15 आदमी मिला के इतना मीटर लॉन्ग का एक जो वॉल है वो बना सकते हैं. सो हाउ मेनी मैन शुड बी एम्प्लॉयड टू बिल्ड ए वॉल ऑफ द सेम हाइट बट of length 26 meter in a day. Okay, so we want to build the longer wall than whatever they have built. So how many employees, how many men we need? That is, it is asking. Okay, so number of men employed to build 16.25 meter long is 15. So to that means a single man how much I mean 1 meter to build 1 meter long how much people is required, that we want to find out. So for 1 meter to build 1 meter long we need 15 divided by 16 decimal to 5 peoples. Okay, this much of peoples will be required. So number of men should be required for building of 26-meter long wall will be multiply by 26. So after multiplying this 26, if you reduce this, if you cut this, you will find answer 24. So 24 will be the employee, 24 will be the man will be required to build a wall of 26 meter of length in a day, in the same day. सेम डे में हम लोग को अगर बिल्ड करना है तो जो करेंट एम्प्लॉय था 15 के जगह पे हम लोग को कितना चाहिए होगा 24. तो आप यहाँ पे देख सकते हो हाउ मच इंपॉर्टेंट दिस चैप्टर इज इन आवर डेली लाइफ. So unitary method, please understand, try to understand very nicely. If you are not understanding, take some smaller example similar to that, and then only you will able to understand very nicely. And if still you are not understanding, you can tell me. Okay, we will start with some smaller examples, then only you will able to understand properly again. Okay, and now I hope maximum of you are able to understanding. If still not understanding, please let me know. Okay, now let's discuss about question number 14. Question number 14 is asking, in a hospital the monthly consumptions of milk of 60% is 1350 liter. For 60% this much of liter is milk required. So how many patient can be accommodated in the hospital if the monthly ration of milk is raised to 1710 liter, assuming that the quota per head remains the same. तो जो भी जितने अमाउंट दिया जाता है सबको दैट विल बी सेम, एंड वी आर इंक्रीजिंग द मिल्क अमाउंट, मिल्क क्वांटिटी. सो हाउ मच पेशेंट कैन बी यूटिलाइज, हाउ मच पेशेंट कैन बी ड्रिंक दैट मच ऑफ मिल्क, दैट इज यू वांट टू आस्क. तो दैट मीन्स फॉर 1 liter मिल्क how much people is drinking, that you have to find out. So to find out that, we have to check this much of liter. This much of liter means 1350 meter of milk is drinking by 60 people, right? So 1 liter of milk will be drink by 60 divided by this much of people. Okay, so now if we are talking about 1710 liter of milk, then we will have to multiply that for the 1 liter of milk. Okay, so 1 liter of milk is drink by 60 divided by 1350 people. So 1350 multiply 1710. So this is how it will come. 76 peoples will can accommodate in a particular day. So 76 persons can be accommodated in a hospital if the monthly ration increase to 1710 liter. Okay, so this is how you can solve question number 14. So let's move to the question number 15 now, which is the last question of this exercise. Okay, so question number 5 is asking, the extension in an electric string varies directly as the weight, okay, as the weight hung on it. If a weight of 150 gram produces an extension of 2.8 centimeter, so what weight would produce an extension of 19.7 centimeter? तो ये क्वेश्चन थोड़ा सा समझने वाला है. देखिए यहाँ पे बेसिक चीज़ क्या है कि weight that would produce an extension of 2.8 centimeter is given 150 gram. Okay, तो ये चीज़ बोला जा रहा है कि एक्सटेंशन है जिसका लेंथ अगर 2.8 सेंटीमीटर है तो एट दैट टाइम इट्स वेट इज 150 ग्राम. So what will be the weight for 1 centimeter? So 1 centimeter's weight will be 150 gram divided by 2.8 gram. Okay, so I mean 150 divided by 2.8 gram. So that will be the weight of 1 centimeter. Now it is asking to find the weight for 19.6 centimeter. So to find out the weight for 19.6 centimeter, we will multiply with the weight of 1 centimeter. Okay, and after multiplying and after reducing this, after cancelling this, you will get 1050 gram of weight. So 1050 gram means 1000 gram is equal to 1 kilogram. So 1 kilogram and 50 gram will be the weight, because 1 kilogram is equal to 1000 gram we know. So weight of 1 kilogram and 50 gram will be produce a 19.6 centimeter of length. Okay, so this is how you can solve all questions of exercise 9a, and try to solve some questions of 9b also, because we have already discussed about 9b also, but still in next video once more we will discuss some questions related to 9b. Okay, so your homework will be complete your exercise 9a only this week. Next week we will discuss about a 9b also, or if we discuss about the same in live classes, then we will go ahead with the next chapter, or we will go ahead with the next exercise. So I hope you will understood all the questions very nicely. First of all, write in your copy every questions, note it down in your classwork copy, and wherever you are finding any single doubts, if you are not understanding any question, please ask. You are most welcome to ask every questions. If you are not understanding a single questions, you can ask. I will try to explain many times, as much as times required. Okay, that's all. Thank you. Have a good time. Take care of yourself, and bye bye.